Indie Mogul.
Welcome to this week's Movie Math. A few months ago I talked about the boys of summer, so now it's time to focus on the women of winter. First up, a look at Jennifer Aniston, including her role in the new upcoming Adam Sandler movie, Just Go With It. Then the girl with the dragon tattoos, Noomi Rapace, comes to Hollywood, and finally Miley Cyrus doesn't let the haters stop her career. And as always, the weekend box office. Now let's get started. While everyone wanted her haircut back when she was a TV star, it was her marriage to Brad Pitt that made her a movie star and tabloid staple. Then when he dumped her for Angelina Jolie, the pity party catapulted her to the top ranks of movie stardom. Kinda like what happened to Nicole Kidman. And just like Kidman, Aniston has failed to live up to her box office promise. Yes, she might sell magazines, but she doesn't sell movie tickets. Her hits, which are far and few between, feature her in a supporting role to a big male star, and he's the one who sells the tickets. Thus it looks like she's primed for another hit with Adam Sandler's Just Go With It. The trailer for the film was just released, and familiar Sandler hijinks seem to ensue. But interestingly, instead of just featuring a Sandler token hottie, who here is played by supermodel Brooklyn Decker, this time Sandler will also go toe-to-toe with an established female comedian. So while Aniston doesn't gross, at least she's got that going for her. Aniston's and Kidman's lack of box office success might seem to have a simple answer. Audiences just don't particularly like them, but perhaps there's a deeper discussion here. Which actresses do gross at the box office? So far, not a single movie of the top 10 grossing films of the year stars a woman, and you've got to go to number 15 to find Angelina Jolie, whose Salt took in a week $118 million. No other actress could crack the century mark. Is small screen and tabloid success the best an actress can hope for? It wasn't always that way. Adjusted for inflation, 3 of the top 10 movies of all time star a woman. Speaking of female disappointment at the box office, the Millennium Trilogy from Sweden certainly hasn't taken the international box office by storm either. But that's not stopping Hollywood from courting its star, Noomi Rapace. So while you'll probably only see David Fincher's American version of the Millennium Trilogy, starring Rooney Mara in the lead role, you'll be seeing Noomi Rapace in 2 major upcoming Hollywood blockbusters. The first is Sherlock Holmes 2, where she's rumored to play a French gypsy. But the big news is that she's rumored to be the star of Ridley Scott's upcoming Alien prequel, filling Sigourney Weaver's spacesuit. Is she the new Greta Garbo, Hollywood's last successful Swedish import, or just a flash in the pan? Are you excited to see Noomi at a theater near you? And do you think she should have been allowed to recreate her iconic dragon role for American audiences? Write your thoughts down below. Miley Cyrus is determined to find her niche, and she's also determined that niche isn't going to be feel-good family movies. Yes, despite the fact her biggest success is still her Hannah Montana concert movie, Cyrus doesn't like what she sees when she looks at herself in the public mirror. So since a Nicholas Sparks makeover was unsuccessful and Cyrus is not the next Rachel McAdams or Amanda Seyfried, she's now hoping to be the next Anna Faris or Emma Stone. First up, she starred in the comedy LOL, which is about social media's effects on high school. To ensure hipness, it co-stars Twilight's Ashley Greene and Step Up's Adam G. Savani. Then she's set to star in So Undercover, where she'll play a street-smart private eye hired by the FBI to go undercover in a sorority. Sounds like Miss Congeniality meets The House Bunny, which were both box office hits. Miley better hope this one is too, as she's running out of chances to reinvent herself. What version of Miley do you want to see? Jeffrey Katzenberg is 3 for 3. While Megamind stumbled out of the gate on Friday due to a computer glitch that kept AMC from correctly reporting its ticket sales, Megamind was vindicated on Sunday as it took the #1 spot with $47.6 million. That's tied with the opens for Shark Tale and Madagascar, the latter resulting in a franchise. As for Megamind's future, it'll need to pass the $200 million mark to warrant a sequel. Whether or not it can do that is iffy, as it seems to have very mixed word of mouth. Some moviegoers are incredibly impressed, like myself, and some felt it was just okay. But the bottom line is that it's got just about 2 weeks before Disney's Tangled hits theaters, and that movie looks to be huge. This is the second DreamWorks animation movie to have to fight an uphill battle at the box office this year. Methinks they need a new marketing department. In second place was The Hangover 1.5, Due Date, with $33.5 million. That's $10 million below The Hangover's opening, and while it's very unlikely the due date will reach the same box office heights, another adult comedy doesn't come out until 2011. Look for this road trip pick to do very solid box office before it goes for a long, long drive on DVD. As for Downey Jr., it's no Iron Man or Sherlock Holmes, but it's a heck of a lot better than The Soloist. And Galifianakis, well, he's 2 for 2. And in third place was For Colored Girls with $20.1 million. That's a setback for Perry, whose box office numbers were on the uptick. However, it's understandable as he switches from comedy to heavy drama in a bid to get some award nominations, and maybe even some wins. We'll have to wait and see if the gamble pays off. As for the rest of the box office, Jackass 3D is a bag of poo on fire on Hollywood's doorstep, the only movie in the top 10 that's crossed the century mark. Everyone else is performing about as expected, including Saw 3D, which is a big flop with only 3D ticket prices and final chapter factor saving it from being the lowest grossing entry in the franchise. Meanwhile, 127 Hours opened in just 4 theaters with an impressive per-screen average, an excellent start for its Oscar box office run. And that's this weekend's box office. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math.
Subscribe, comment, rate it.